Yeah, I felt like every game from the start of preseason to the end, I grew a bit every game, every rep, and really it really like came all together after that Kansas City game. Right after that, I was told I was going to get a starting role in the last game of the preseason, and they told me they plan on playing me for the whole game, and yeah, so that a bit nervous, a bit scared, but I went out there and put my best effort on fourth, and I was told the next day, I made the 53. So, that was just as great of news as being drafted. So, yeah.
How great does it feel to be with guys like that? I mean, Detroit's been my team for 40 years,
Yeah.
I think. It's amazing. You got just cartwheels when you got picked. But I'm just like, just being with guys like Penei Sewell and those guys, what's it like to be in that culture when you want to be a great offensive lineman?
Oh, amazing! I'm like the youngest guy in that room,
Yeah.
and I'm just being a sponge around those whole guys. There's about obviously we have Penei Taylor, but obviously Penei, he's the star in that room. But there's other guys there too. I think there's about 6 O linemen in there who's been in the league for like 5+ years.
Yeah.
So I just sit back and they all coach me up. Besides our O line coach, I take everything from their game and add it into my toolbox, and it's just been an amazing experience.
Everybody thought you were going to play guard, and
Yeah.
here you are in space playing at left tackle.
Yeah.
What has that done for your confidence thus far?
Oh, it's been amazing because that's where I feel truly comfortable. But when I first got there, they shuffled me around. I started at guard at rookie minicamp, and then going into OTAs, I went back and forth from right and left tackle. And then really the last 2 weeks of OTAs was they told me we're just gonna keep it left side, left tackle, and that's great for me because I played left tackle my whole career here,
Yeah.
and I feel comfortable playing it. So I didn't hesitate. So yeah.
I know they think you need a lot of work, and everybody
Yeah.
says he's this project, but at the same time, can you just talk about what you gained here that you brought there
Yeah.
that transferred?
Yeah, I would say the culture.
Yeah.
I would say UBC has that same culture as Detroit, that old school mentality where it's go to work, for however long it is throughout the day, and that's the reason why I fit into Detroit. We play an old school brand of football here in UBC, and Coach Campbell in Detroit preaches the same thing. And I told him that, and then he loved it, and that's the reason why I fit in there. And obviously they knew I was a bit of project, but I know within myself, I love to work hard,
Yeah.
and once I get a grasp of the speed of the game and all that, it's going to come all together.
Did you have to take a deep breath when they picked you, when they moved up and traded something next year? They traded a third-round pick to get. That shows you the commitment, right?
Yeah, right off the bat, I knew, when they traded up to get me, I knew right away, like that's a huge commitment, and I told myself, that I'm gonna have to put my hard hat on and go to work, and give that organization, and that city everything I have, for that sacrifice they did for me. So yeah.
Strength on strength. You're a strong guy. You're a big guy.
Yeah.
But when you tested out against the NFL, when you first went person to person there, what did that feel like? You felt, hey, I'm as strong as these guys, right?
Yeah, I'll take it back to my first preseason game against the Giants when I went out there for halftime, started the second half. I remember jogging out there and just being so nervous and scared. But as soon as we broke the huddle and I blocked my guy pretty well, I felt like this is where I belong right away. As soon as I blocked him well, I said, oh, this person's just a human being like I am. And I told myself, I belong here. So
There was an injury, and you went right back onto the field, right? And you got even more time in that Giants game.
Yeah, there was. So, you can't, with the game of football, injuries tend to happen.
Yeah.
So, yeah, some guys, I think it was a left tackle that game, got a season-ending injury.
Yeah.
So I was told you're going to play the rest of the game. And so, I didn't think any of it. I just told myself, when they tell you to go, just be ready. So, yeah.
The way the media described you when you got picked, the Detroit media, was that you might not see the field for 2 years or something. Like, you're on the 53. You played a ton in the preseason. Do you think you're going to get time in the regular season?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm going to work towards that.
Yeah.
And, it might not come the first couple of weeks, but I am doing everything in my strength and my will to make sure that I see the field, and even if I don't, I'm doing everything in my power to stay ready. So when my name's called, I'm ready to go.
2 real quick ones, right? Coach Dan, what did he mean to you? That must have been a tough.
Yeah, he
news for
meant
you.
he meant everything to me. Quite literally, probably is one of the reasons why I'm in the NFL right now. Great coach, great human being too, father figure, honestly, and I've told multiple people that. Hearing him pass was probably one of the toughest days of my life. But you know, I'm just happy he's in a better place now because I know he was battling those last couple of days.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Last thing, did they give you time off? How come you're here?
Yeah, so we just finished training camp last week.
Yeah.
We practiced twice this week, and then we got 4 days off. And I figured, why not come watch the guys' home opener? You know, it aligned with my schedule, and I was going to come back anyways for the 4 days off. So yeah, it worked pretty well.
All the reporters got all that information about how much you grew and everything from that story I wrote about you when you played basketball at Pitt.
That's amazing. Yeah, Howard, it's been great.
I also think, what if Rich Goulet didn't start the football program?
Yeah. You know, honestly, I dedicate a lot of my success to him too.
Yeah.
You know, he's another old school kind of guy. You know, he reminds me of Joseph Nil. And you know, when I came to UBC, you know, that's how the coaching here, I kind of just fit right in because Goulet was literally the same kind of coach, you know, different sport, but same kind of guy. But yeah, you know, guys like that, Nil, D'Orazio, you know, I dedicate all my success to them for the reason why I'm here today.
All right, man. Thank you so much.
Thank you
Great to
very
see
much,
you.
Howard.